Ladies and gentlemen, it is Disciples of YouTube turn 4. We can see here Olm fought a couple of battles. This is actually my second shot at recording this. The first time my microphone was off, embarrassingly. So, I already know what's going to happen, but to show you, Olm decided to attack a province with war elephants. War elephants being one of the few things that actually frighten middle-aged Olm infantry. You can see here, the war elephants get killed very quickly, but in the process of dying, they do quite a bit of damage because of the mechanics of trample. Trample is negated by defense. Middle-aged Olm infantry have very poor defense because of their extremely heavy armor. So, when a trampler moves into your square, you get a defense roll. You get pushed aside, first of all. Then you get a defense roll. If you succeed at the defense roll, you take, I think, 1 damage. If you fail the defense roll, you take a lot of damage. I think it's 5 plus 2 times the size difference, something like that, and there's a random roll involved. In any case, it's a lot of damage. So, these elephants, they get killed very quickly because they also have atrocious defense skills. But in the process of dying, they take out like half the Olmish infantry. And shortly thereafter, the Olmish infantry rout without actually engaging the slingers, who they could have trivially massacred because of all the HP damage they took. So, the Olmish army retreats, having killed the war elephants and not much else. That said, this province will be easy meat next turn, because slingers do not hurt infantry of Olm hardly at all. Meanwhile, in Fungewood, this Lenormand charged into a huge pile of garbage monkeys and murdered them all with poison. In Vokan, I attacked this throne. Risky business, but it paid off. This throne is almost undefended, and so my giants pretty much just charged in, stabbed a whole bunch of people to death. It took a little while. I did take a couple of casualties in the process, but we won out. I lost 1 Edomite and 1 Gileadite, so a total of 1/8 of my combat force. That force is attriting away. They're taking a lot of attrition. They're taking a lot of afflictions. They're taking some casualties. Not going to last all that much longer. In Farseer Mountains, on the other hand, you can see my Anakites, for some reason standing behind Og the Kohen. We are going to fix that next time. But they get blessed up. They go charge in. That one missed his quickness. And now, one super unlucky thing happened here. While you were watching the Anakites massacre everyone, you can see this Anakite, notice how he's at 28 HP. He took a hit that he failed to repel. The morale negated the repel. And the attacker took a point of damage, pushed through the repel, and got an attack roll that succeeded. And then his dice exploded at least twice. A roll of 19 on 2d6, requiring at least 2, as I said, exploding 6s. And so he did a whole bunch of damage, and then not only was the hit really hard, but on top of that, the Anakite was crippled by the hit. So now he has combat speed 2 and attack and defense penalties and map move penalties. And on top of all of that, he's almost certainly going to die on my next move, because crippled troops die when you move on the map. So I've basically lost an Anakite, which is super unfortunate. It's not going to stop this group from cleaning up provinces, though, because 3 Anakites is enough to kill, like, most people. Most people. We found some nature gems, and then we lost some province income in Ashdod, which is super unfortunate. That's actually, to be honest, one of the worst events that can happen to you. I lost 20 income here for the rest of the game. The game will go on for 50 or 60 or 70 turns. So that's easily more than 1,000 gold that I just lost from that event over time. It's a pain in the butt. I'm recruiting 4 more Sheshai Anakites and 1 more Kohen. After that, I will swap over to recruiting Adons to lead my expansion parties. This will be 7 Anakites, and 7 Sheshai can absolutely clean out one of these provinces and then move on. I did find Mictlan down here, so I'm not actually moving my scout. I'm leaving my scout here in the hopes that Mictlan is going to charge into this province and I'll get to see his bless. I know if I move into this province, I won't get to see any battles. If I stay here, there's a chance that I'll get to see a battle. Other than that, my only recruitment is Anakites, a Kohen, and I was recruiting a commander up here, wasn't I? No, I didn't have quite enough gold to recruit a commander up here. I'm 5 short, and the only way I can get 5 gold is by canceling an Anakite, which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to recruit a commander up here and build a fort at some point. My troops are resource intensive, and that province has almost no resources, but at least I would be able to recruit independent archers here. And there are these forests around it that should give it some resources, so it's not as bad as all that. I am definitely going to talk to Ulm about potentially having me have this province, because this province would give me communion slaves in the form of lizard shamans, which would be fantastic. This Lenormand, I'm not sure where Wilberpost is going to go. I think he can cross rivers because he's a Lenormand, and Lenormands can cross rivers, I believe. Let me double check that. I think he's amphibious. He is not. Oh, he's swimming. So yeah, he can cross rivers, and he also has swamp survival. So that's fine. So he can cross rivers. I would definitely not recommend that he go here, because sending pretenders into lizard provinces is an excellent way to get them cursed and have them suck forever. If I was playing Ulm, I would go straight back into this province and murder all those slingers who can't do anything about it. And I would also grab this province, because communion slaves are also really good for middle-age Ulm, because an astral random master smith or black priest, an astral random can lead those communions and get mad buffs to their earth and fire magic and use it to cast really important battlefield spells. Og is now standing behind the Anakites, and will be leading them up into this province and then over into this province and just kind of keep on rolling. Ideally, I would also secure a couple more planes for the Mullah. That plane has heavy cavalry, and I don't think Roger Addison's army can take on a lot of heavy cavalry. They're just, Edomites against heavy cavalry that's a bad scene. Gileadites can take on heavy cavalry, but I don't have many Gileadites. And I think one of them is badly wounded. No, I guess the Gileadites are fine. The Edomites are getting the crap kicked out of them, though, so this army, like I said, is going to attrit away fairly soon. After I take this province, depending on what I see here, I may go ahead and take this province with Roger Addison's army. If not, then Og might curl up in this direction instead of going over this way. Although I would kind of like to go this way just to kind of set some boundaries and set them far out. I want to basically claim as much territory as I reasonably can, and then I can fill in the gaps as I go a little bit. But that is going to be turn 4, and I will see you all in turn 5. Only real geopolitical news is that we've met Mechlin. Haven't seen anybody else yet. And of course I haven't gotten any scouts that I can recruit, so hopefully one of these provinces will have scouts, and I can start pumping them out to get myself better map vision. But in any case, I'll see you in the next turn. Alright, Disciples of YouTube turn 5. We've hit enchantment level 2. Nothing next in the queue, so I need to work on that. In the Old Forest, let's see what happened. This is Roger Addison's little expansion party, stomping the weakest independents it could find. Well, I say stomping, let's see how that actually worked. Yeah, looks like we did pretty well. We got half of our force down here attacking the command party, while half of them held off the infantry. Lost another Edomite. We are being whittled down worryingly quickly. And in Blue Moss Forest, we have effectively 3.5 Anakites. Yeah, our poor crippled sad boy here, facing off against, once again, very weak independents. Whee! Off they go. Murder! Yeah, that's, Yep, that's Anakites for you. That's Anakites for you. Yeah, 28 kills in a few rounds. There we go. That's my boys. Yep, stand behind them. And blessing, blessing, blessing. Cast spells. Hold an attack. Closest enemy. I'm going to set that as, like, script 2, because I'll probably be using that more. Bone Tribe or Barbs? Bone Tribe, Barbarians. Bone Tribe, Barbarians. Let's go for the Barbarians, I think. They're less resources, but I have resources. Yeah, that Adon will work fine. I have okay resources, And I could use more money because I'm chronically short of money. Ah, Wilbur Post has moved over here in order to claim the Throne of War. And it looks like he hasn't expanded anywhere. Yeah, I should have noticed that when I was looking at the messages. That's a little scary. Having 3 provinces turn 5 is not quite where you want to be. I would prefer him to have 4, which he absolutely could have had if he'd gone down here. I didn't talk to him about it. I forgot. And he is fairly new to the game, which is fair. That is Vanheim. Okay, hello, friend Vanheim. That's 50 Wolf Tribe. Roger Addison's little beat-up gang of troops probably can't take 50 Wolf Tribe, but Og plus Roger Addison's troops can. So, let's send them both over here. You're going to hold an attack closest. From back here, and you're going to be up this way to let the Anakites charge past you. That's fine. Alright, there you go. And probably what I'll do is I'll actually hand... Well, no, I can't really transfer him. He can only lead 10 units. I may hand the Gileadites off to join the Anakites, where they won't really help, but at least they might get in the way and provide a little bit of attrition protection and move... These Edomites are, like, worthless at this point. I may just suicide Roger Addison, to be honest. In terms of research, we've got enchantment level 2, which doesn't help me much, but does get me, like, basic magic. We want alteration, we want thaumaturgy, there's a lot of stuff we want. And for early game... Because magic-wise, my big magic is Death and Earth. So enchantment, yeah, enchantment gives me some good stuff. Let's hit enchantment. Let's keep going down enchantment a little ways. Do I get fire cross paths? I have a chance at fire cross paths there. Yeah, Zamzomites have a chance at fire cross paths, and of course Rephite sages are just fire, earth, and astral. So let's hit enchantment level 3, which will give me strength of giants and revenants. And then let's go down alteration to... probably 5. Probably alteration 5 for Maws of the Earth and invulnerability and feeble, all that kind of stuff. Well, let's go alt 2 first. Okay. That should be good. By the time we get there, we should definitely have a fort built. I always have slightly too little gold left. I need more gold because I am just so gold hungry. That's part of why I'm taking this province, because with 87 income, it will help me with my gold problem. And it is a problem. Gold is a problem. I may be able to take the Promised Land with just the few Anakites that I have. Especially if they have a little bit of chaff, I might be able to just move in and take it. And we will, hopefully, that would be pretty cool, to be honest. So, I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I counted that. I'm up to 6 provinces on turn 5 already, which is pretty much where Ashdod wants to be. Gonna keep taking at least 2 provinces a turn for the foreseeable future. Vanheim. Let's look at... Vanheim is... So My Little Pony is Eriu. Master of the Night Sky, he who hungers for the sun, the face painted with bells. I'll be honest, I don't remember what any of these mean. I think one of them is, at least one of them is death, which was it's an interesting choice given Eriu. But of course, Eriu doesn't really have... I mean, they've got the down she. I can't pronounce that correctly. I know this is she, but I don't know how this is pronounced. Yeah, they're basically just an air and nature nation. That's like all they have, almost. So, like, as Ashdod, I definitely can rush Vanheim. But at the same time, especially since I don't have an Awake Expander, I'm not sure I want to get... I'm not sure I want to rush Vanheim. It will hurt my expansion, and I don't know. I'm not convinced that I want to do that. I am convinced that I want to start recruiting Adon and Anakite expansion parties, though, so that is definitely what I'm going to do. So, we'll answer some of these questions in turn 6. Take care until then. It looks like Wilbur Post is going to claim this throne, which will give me extra attack skill and morale, which is super great. My Anakites already have pretty high attack skill, but higher attack skill will only make them more dangerous. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in turn 6. Alright, so Wilbur Post has claimed the Throne of War in the name of Mr. Ed the Talking Horse, God of Pain, etc., etc. Ah, there was a collision. Interesting. Unrest has increased. So, we clearly took Kasevik Highlands the first time and then ran into Vanheim simultaneously. So let's see how this went down. This army may well have lost because it only has 3 Sheshai Anakites. Let's see how well they did here. Pee! The Super Speed Anakites charge into the fray. Massacre everyone, taking practically no damage. Okay, yep. Good. Okay, so, yeah, 0 casualties. Now let's see this battle. This will be an opportunity to see Vanheim's Bless as well, because they are expanding with Vans and Van Herses. Okay, let's see how this went. Everybody's casting Blessing. So, what's their Bless? Oh, they have a huge minor Rainbow Bless. Interesting. Magic weapons, decay weapons, shock resistance, poison resistance, fire resistance, defense skill, reinvigoration, magic resistance, HP, blood surge, and combat speed. Wow. Okay, so that's Astral, Death, Air, Nature, Fire, Water, Earth, probably Nature again, Blood, and Air. So this looks like practically 4 across the board. Wow, interesting. Let's see how it went. I bet I lost. Okay, here comes some of the Vans. Oh, but he's misscripted. He's sending in some of his Vans led by a Vanherse in face first into the Giants. They're going to cause some really serious damage, though. But here come the Anakites. Let's see if the Anakites can do it. I don't know if they can. They're causing damage, that's for sure. Oh, maybe they can. They might be able to do it. They're decaying is the problem, but Anakites have a very long life, so... Does he have any? Yeah, I think they're going to do it. This Anakite's gotten a limp, but... Yeah, we got him. Got him! Okay, so this Sheshai Anakite is aging very, very rapidly and taking some damage, but I think he'll live. Still alive. Age 414. Yep, he won. Wow, so we killed both of their Vanherses and 10 Vans for a cost of 4 Edomites and 3 Gileadites. The power of Anakites. That was satisfying. In Barm, let's see how we did against the Barbarians. Got our blessing going. Here come the Barbs. Alright, and... Anakite Pain Train. Instantly routs most of the Barbarians. Barbarians are vulnerable to morale shocks, which is why the Anakites managed to do that. And it's why I wanted to attack the Anakites first, because these guys berserk, and so they are not vulnerable to morale shocks. So, Vanheim is... Oh, that's Vanheim. That's Vanheim right there. And that is an air site, so... Ooh, baby. Oh, baby, and he took a Rainbow Bless. He took a Rainbow Bless, which means his Pretender None of those were incarnate blesses either, so he's taken a dormant or possibly even imprisoned pretender. Oh, somebody fucked up. Somebody fucked up. Not to say this would always be a bad decision, but in a game with Ashdod, risky. Very, very ballsy move doing that. Yeah, let's give all these units to Og. We're going to kick the defense here up to 6. Can't recruit a commander there. We've got a commander nowhere. We have not recruited any commanders. Let's recruit a commander right there. This would actually be a pretty good place to build a fort. Because it has good resources it can pull. And it's right next to a throne, which is lightly defended. So, my question now is, do I rush Vanheim, or do I go take the throne? That Anakite's got a limp. That Anakite has a never-healing wound. 3 Anakites without the chaff, I think they would have lost. 3 Anakites versus 10 Vans. Which is to be expected because 10 Vans are more than twice the cost of 3 Anakites. Not to mention the 2 Vanherses we killed. But, nonetheless, how far can you move? Could you get up here? I mean, I could sacrifice 1 turn of expansion from him in order to just go hard into Vanheim. Because Vanheim is Eriu's disciple. Okay, I have to make a strategic decision here. Because, like this is going to require some strategery. That's Jirib. Let's keep moving my scout down. He's recruiting scouts there, which is a little unfortunate. We will kick up defenses over there as well. I also need to put defenses in these provinces, just to keep them from being scout-capped. Okay, so we're doing, we are in a very, very interesting position now. Because Og could absolutely take at least a couple more provinces. I mean, we just outright killed, that's 280... and 10 is 650. So we just killed very nearly 1,000 gold worth of troops in exchange for about 200 gold worth of our own. Which is definitely a worthwhile trade. And we also have Wilbur Post right here. Ulm also, let's read the messages. Ulm also re-attacked Polgrave and took it with 0 casualties. Overly cautious, perhaps, but definitely functional. Oh, but this is interesting. I actually need to talk to my teammate to figure out if we want to just rush Vanheim down, like, brutally. Which we could do. I mean... Also, Sheshai Anakites have the siege strength of 4 men. So, a few Anakites and we can actually take forts. And we have no magic at the moment, but neither does anybody else. I mean, it's turn 6. Nobody has magic. We could do this. Like, this is a thing that we could accomplish. I'm going to swap out 1 Sheshai for an Ahiman. Because I can, because I have the resources to do that, since I'm my Adon is being recruited. And what an interesting thought. What an interesting position. Yeah, for now, Ofer is just going to take this province, and then he's probably going to take his troops. We're actually going to back up further because there's no reason to be forward enough to be shot. And then we're probably going to take, like, boom, 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 I'm thinking. And then down this way with this group. the question is, can Og... These Edomites are just beaten up and sad, except for this one. This guy's less beaten up and sad than his brethren. But he's weakened and has lost an arm, and he is crippled. So, great. I could take this throne as well. That's a level 1 throne. So that would be either Might, Pestilence, or the Second Age. Might and the Second Age would both be fine. Pestilence would be... Pestilence would be useful, but you don't really want to claim the Throne of Pestilence early, because it lowers your growth in every province that you've claimed forever. So, you want as much growth as possible. Late in the game, claiming the Throne of Pestilence is better. Now, it does give you death income, and death income is really great. So, you know, there is that. I don't have any ritual spells, so Mr. Ed is just going to keep on researching for now. It could be worth it to knock Vanheim out early. I mean, and if Vanheim is here, that means Eriu is close by. Like, I'm only 2 provinces away from my disciple. So Eriu could be, like, here. Eriu could be over here somewhere. Or Eriu could be up here. You know what? To be fully honest, I think I'm going to go for it. I mean, it's turn 6. My expansion has already been decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces on turn 6. I think I can commit Og. I think I can take that province with Og. Ofer can rush up this way. I'll talk to my compatriot and have him take Haloma. And then I'll have 10 Anakites, and I don't think Vanheim has an answer to 10 Anakites this early, especially without an Awake Expander. I think I just pretty much get to run over him for free. My next expansion party won't even join this army. It will just finish my cap circle off. And we'll proceed from there, because I really, like I said, I really don't think he has an answer to this. I don't think Vanheim can stop this. Like, their Sacreds, Vans are decent units, but they're not Anakite decent. And having just killed 2 commanders, I mean, it's turn 6. He's gotten a total of 5 turns of mage recruitment, and we just killed 2 of those. So... I mean, actually, I'll recruit this Adon, and I'll send this Adon north as well, just to be sure, because I might lose Og's party fighting Vans if he masses up. If he masses up 9 or 10 Vans, they probably can kill Og's group. Or at least kill a couple of the Anakites. But short of that, I think I can do it. The potential fly in the ointment. Potential fly in the ointment is the Valkyries. Because the Valkyries can fly, and so can attempt to assassinate the priest, the Kohen, who is very, very bad in combat. So what we're going to do to combat that is we're going to assign our 3 Edomites to guard Og. I mean, they're garbage units, but actually, I take it back. We're going to assign our Gileadite and 1 Edomite to guard Og. Og is very unlikely to be killed by a single blow. And so, a Gileadite can fight Valkyries pretty well, and the Edomite can at least distract them. And then these 3 will just kind of serve as chaff. They will distract attackers from the Anakites and absorb a hit or 2, and while the Anakites perform the murder. So, yep, we're going to push straight in. I will contact Nasajin and tell him to send in Wilbur Post to take Haloma. And Ofer will move up with his troops to support. And then we'll have an Adon down here who will move up, and we will take all of Vanheim's land, drive them before us, hear the lamentations of their women, and we will lay siege to their capital sometime fairly soon, probably before year 1, and take it for the glory of Ashdod. So, that'll be very interesting, and I will see you in turn 7.